Hello. In this video, we are going to describe the different types of game concept so that we can understand how and why a game makes us feel the way we feel when we play them. Um, I'm going to use Mount and Blade Bannerlord as an example. So a little synopsis about the game. So in Mount and Blade Bannerlord, you play as a lord in a fantasy world called Calradia, where the point of the game is to amass your troops, conquer settlements, manage relations with other factions. You can also use the trading system to trade between settlements, buy businesses, and annihilate looters and bandits around your settlements to amass your war funds and finally wage war against the other kingdom and either unify it under your rule or become a trader. So typically it's a strategy based game about territory management. So one of the concepts that we are going to dissect is the concept of the magic circle. In Bannerlord 2, the game development team tries to capture the realism of the game by making it look like real life. Play like how it would actually unfold in the historical world, and the sound design of the game also play an important role in connecting these components together to create a coherent gameplay that the target audience is looking for. In Bannerlord, the combat plays an important role in making the game fun to play. The way the developers picture how different weapons do a different range of attacks. Bows can be shot with arrows. If you're out of arrows, you can't shoot anymore. With melee weapons, you can block, deflect, attack, or throw it to the enemy. Furthermore, the impact response of weapon hitting the target is also very satisfying. Like how a weapon would be deflected if an enemy has their shields up, or how the sword would sound if it hits any target. Also the different types of horseback combats also plays a huge role in the game's success. The animations, the sounds, and this variety of combats is one of the main features that enhances the magic circle. You can also gather commanders, troops to join you in fighting bandits or looters, or going around the world to do quests for lords in each settlement to increase your reputation. While you are roaming around, you can also see different lords moving around the map from town to town to trade and make money. Sometimes you see big armies waging war against each other, moving from one place to another, or seeing them besieging a city. All of these things that you see and hear in the game makes you feel like you are one of the inhabitants of this world. There's also a tournament mode in some city where you can compete with different NPC lords, or sometime if there are named lords that is currently residing in that town, they would also join in the tournament. From there, you can compete through rounds that mimic how a competition would be like in real life. And if you win, it makes the player feel like they are one of the best and give them this sense of importance. And while you are just playing the game, there will be alert messages that say if someone wins a tournament in the town, which makes the game feel like it's persistent, like the player is not truly alone by themselves, even though they might be in the outside world. By making the player think that they are able to do all of these things in a video game or any other game, makes the concept of the magic circle a very powerful one to apply to any video game, design process. There's also another concept that play a crucial role, and that is how its economy is built up. We call this concept the concept of capital. There are many ways to simulate an actual economy in a fake environment, and there are different types of capital. We'll explain it using Bannerlord. The first capital is called the market capital. So, market capital originates from all traded goods, whether it be equipment, animals, food, or even troops. In this example, each city is selling these goods for players to buy. These exchange occur by using monetary values. In this case, it's called dinars. Every city traders and players have dinars, and they will use this currency to exchange for goods. Another interesting aspect of this is that each city have a prosperity rate. The item that's being traded will be dependent on this value. If they have lower prosperity, they would have lower tier equipments and troops and not a lot of food to buy, which create this sense of moving and engaging economy that makes it fun to play. Another types of capital is social capital, which stems from the connections that your character have, the people you know, or the hand you grab, for say. In Bannerlord, there's a reputation and relationship system where the things you do, the tournament you fight in, or the people you talk to will affect this influence value. Your relations with a lord in the realm will be affected whether if you do quests for them or if you fought alongside them or against them. What you can do with the reputation value, say, if you have a high reputation value with a female lord, then you can potentially marry that lord and get them to join your warband. And with that mechanism, it can evolve into you having kids with them and so on. In this example, I was marrying off my elder brother to a noble lady. It was something really touching to see in a cutscene, like them getting married at a church. This concept gives the game an extra layer of depth that the game needs to become relatable to the audience. And the last capital is called cultural capital, which, quoted from the article, is the resource that participants develop and acquire in the forms of competencies and credentials, and that they also invest in valued cultural objects or artifacts. In the game, you have stat points, and these points represent how powerful your character becomes, whether in trading, battle tactics, or their athletics. These features give the player a sense of cultural competencies that is also another form of human exchange that is nearly invincible to the market. Another form of cultural capital is about credentials. In the game, there is a relation value, and these value can mean many different things. If you are friends with someone, you will have high relations, and minus relations if you are enemies for life. Just like these blokes here, they were in my way when I was trying to get my first settlements. So it's a bit personal. But anyway, with the concept of credentials as a capital, it's about who you know and the connections that you make, that makes the game even better. So the entire game's success is a combination of these small design decisions that contributes to the fun gameplay. from the concept of the magic circle to the concept of capital. The user imagination can be easily pulled into the game world to enhance all types of emotions that makes the game fun to play. And users are more inclined to advertise our game through word of mouth as well. As developers, we must make these small calculating decisions that culminate into a masterpiece and not just a random slapdash of concepts here and there. That's it for my presentation. I hope you guys liked the video. Cheers everyone.